There comes a moment in every journey when your body wants to stop, your mind wants to give in, and everything inside of you screams quit. This is where most people give up. But this is also where the few who succeed break through. Not because they are stronger, not because they are more talented, but because they use one mental trick that changes everything. It is designed to reveal who is willing to adapt, who is willing to grow, and who is willing to endure. The mind will always try to protect you from discomfort, but it does not realize that discomfort is exactly what builds you. It is called shifting the frame. Instead of asking, "How hard is this?" they ask, "How strong can I become through this?" They ask, "What would the next version of me do right now?" You are choosing to lead yourself forward even when your emotions try to pull you back. That is strength. That is strategy. That is transformation in real time. And then they act from that version, not the tired one, not the frustrated one, but the one they are becoming. Not because they enjoy suffering, but because they understand it is the toll you pay for greatness. The price of growth is discomfort, and the reward is resilience. That fuels you. That reminds you, you are not here to coast. You are here to climb. You are just refusing to let them break you. That choice builds grit. Grit builds confidence. Confidence builds momentum. And momentum builds results. That one question flips the experience. It changes the pain into progress, the struggle into strategy, and the obstacle into the opportunity. Struggling in your workouts, shift the frame. Tell yourself, this is where strength is built. Overwhelmed at work, shift the frame. This is where clarity sharpens. Feeling alone, shift the frame. This is where independence grows. Because, let us face it, life is not designed to be easy. Pain with no purpose feels unbearable, but pain with purpose feels like training. That shift is everything. You stop asking, when will this get easier, and start asking, what will I become if I keep going? The moment you shift your frame, you reclaim your power. Instead of focusing on how tired you feel, you focus on how disciplined you are becoming. Instead of being frustrated by setbacks, you study what they are teaching you. Instead of seeing the challenge as punishment, you see it as preparation. This trick works because the mind responds to meaning. Think about the toughest moments in your life, the days that tested you, the seasons that drained you. You survived them. And if you look back closely, you will see that those moments reshaped you. Not just on the outside, but internally, mentally, psychologically. That is not a coincidence. That is the power of pressure. When you respond to it the right way, it molds you into someone who can handle more. Winners do not escape pain. They reframe it. They use it. They apply this mental trick every single time they want to break. It is not denial. It is design. You are designing your response. You are shaping your attitude. You see, most people run from discomfort. Winners run toward it. The beauty of this mental trick is that it can be used in any situation. Your mind will believe the story you tell it. So tell a story that empowers you. This mindset is not about toxic positivity. It is about tactical thinking. You are not pretending things are easy. Every time you push through, you add to your identity. You prove to yourself that you are not the quitting type, that your emotions do not dictate your effort, that you can stay steady under pressure, that you can choose strength even in silence. It is not motivation, it is mental framing. They use their minds as tools, not as obstacles. What part of me can be sharpened right now? How can I turn this into an advantage? And then move from that mindset. Watch how everything shifts. They program their thoughts to serve their goals, and that programming turns struggle into strength. Choosing to study when tired, frame it as a vote for your future. You are the one who decides what this moment means, and that decision shapes everything. Being willing to stretch when it would be easier to shrink. Eating clean when tempted, frame it as proof of your control. The mental trick is not magic. It is a mechanism, one you train. one you repeat until it becomes your default setting. It survives resistance, and it carries you when nothing else does. Every test has training. Every doubt is a challenge you are ready to overcome. But the story you tell about it is even more powerful. Until when adversity shows up, your first thought is not, "I cannot handle this," but "I am built for this." You want to know how elite performers rise above? It is not luck. Next time you feel like giving up, use the trick. Ask, what does this moment make possible? This trick works in your daily life too. Waking up early, frame it as a battle with your weaker self. When the old version of you shows up asking for comfort, remind it you are not that person anymore. It is not about being perfect. It is about practicing presence, being aware of how you talk to yourself, being intentional about your response. You already have the strength inside you. But the mind needs direction. It needs leadership. You are that leader. So when life gets heavy, shift the frame. When you feel behind, shift the frame. What you endure, what you finish. That is the mark of someone who is rising. Because every time you use it, you build more than resilience. You build identity. You are no longer defined by what you avoid. You are defined by what you face. Use this trick. Often, relentlessly. Let it shape how you train, how you work, how you think, how you live. An identity is stronger than motivation. It outlasts emotion. This is your edge. This is your advantage, not talent, not ease, but the ability to frame every obstacle as fuel. From this moment forward, remember this one truth. Pain is inevitable, but growth is optional. Suffering is real. So tell the right story, use the right lens, apply the right mental trick, and push through anything.